Imagine this. You look in the mirror, and you don't recognize yourself. Everything seems fine, the job, the relationships, the goals. But somewhere inside, a quiet thought whispers, "This isn't me. You're just playing a role that was assigned to you." And the scariest part, you don't even remember when you agreed to it. We grow up following someone else's script. Be nice, be strong, be what they expect. The mind adapts. The brain learns to survive inside the system of other people's expectations. And before you know it, you're not living, you're performing. You've become a product of social conditioning. The old belief sounds simple. To be accepted, you must fit in. But the truth is different. When you try to fit in, you disappear. And the more you please, the less confidence you have left. Psychology calls it loss of authenticity. Philosophy calls it a spiritual sleep. The value frame. You measure yourself through the reaction of others. How many likes, how much attention, how much approval. But that's the trap. If your worth depends on the external, you're always a slave. True confidence begins where you no longer need to prove anything. The mask of communication. You talk, but you don't express. You connect, but you don't relate. Because you're afraid your real self won't be accepted. Real strength lies in vulnerability, in allowing yourself to be misunderstood and staying whole anyway. The illusion of control. You think you control your choices. But most of your habits are just old survival patterns. The brain doesn't seek truth, it seeks safety. And safety lives in the familiar role. See that clearly and you'll feel freedom for the first time. The pull of weakness. You're drawn to people who mirror your wounds. In relationships, you play the same roles again and again, the rescuer, the victim, the distant observer. Until you realize, it's not fate, it's conditioning. Psychology isn't just about the mind, it's about awareness of invisible choices. The awakening. Everything changes when you stop being the character. When you ask yourself the simple question, who am I if I stop performing? The answer first scares you, then it frees you. You are not the role. You are the writer. Your confidence doesn't come from impressing others. It comes from not losing yourself even when no one claps. Your power lives in silence, in clarity, in knowing you no longer have to conform. So stop playing the role they gave you. Step off the stage. Look at your mind, your emotions, your body not as chains but as tools. And remember, when you stop being who they made you, you finally become who you've always been.